see I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not. Be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down! You ready?
40 seconds to Mike.
I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son! Express!
Over here, I need one over here. 47.
You're mine.
47.
Hey! I-7!
Hey, watch the ball.
Carr now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Express!
On play action, now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it.
White. Later 9. Express.
Mike's 47.
Hey, zoom.
I got him. 47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We're good. 7:34. Hey, echo.
43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. 43.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
It's 3rd and 10.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Go Chief.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Shotgun now for Carr. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Ready.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
General West.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And a pass complete here to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw it is Locke, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Locke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Right here. Smooth.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Carr going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Express.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Kill. 22 jet bombers.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check. Begin.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
We got 6.
Philip Lindsey, 49 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Well, week one finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
93.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Heavy. Check. 6-18. Get down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Big stop, let's go.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Raiders 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Clock now on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos add on. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Raiders nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
On plays like this where the ball comes It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
What we got? Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Carr gives to Richard. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Raiders on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19.
93. Mike's 47.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he fields it cleanly. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Lock. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Mike's 5-4.
Ready.
They do go for it. It's locked. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Now. 180. Hey, we're good. Deuce right, Chief. 180. It's up.
Carr now on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will do it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Get it.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bravo.
On 1st down, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 4. Check 4.
They'll run with Darkwa. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Right down. Right 85. Tight down. There you go. Hey, Raider 2.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Hey, 734.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle them short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. Escaping the pressure right. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. A gain there of 21 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Locke going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A throw taken in by Hamilton. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
Get it.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 42 yards.
29.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
47's the mic. Low. Check, 47.
Now a play fake. Carr lets it go for Nelson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Back at his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got Hireman. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
15. First down, Broncos.
On the ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down. 180.
Check back 47. Come on, D.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
280. Raider 9.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From midfield, here's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Team 6. Team 6.
Watch the slant. Switch.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
It's our time. It's our time.
A lot going to throw it here. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
18 Gator.
54. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Ready?
Clock now on 1st down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had.